Hello, hope you had a great week and having a pleasant weekend. Here is our attempt to make it better with this edition of Positive Times, where we bring you 5 positive stories from the past week. Let's begin. Women commuters will now be able to book bike taxis driven by women riders at the tap of a button at Chennai Metro Rail Limited, and Rapido have launched women bike taxi service for last mile connectivity. Around 50 women bike taxis will be available at 5 metro stations, 1000 Lights, 10 Ampet, Egmore, Saidapet and Government Estate. Commuters can download an app. The service will be extended to all metro stations based on demand, a release from CMRL said. This initiative will create employment opportunities while providing a reliable transportation option for metro riders, particularly women, the release added. What black fungus does to a person is comparable to something that happens to the villain in the epilogue of Hollywood series The Mummy. The microbes eat up the skin and flesh, leaving behind a scary hollow. That's what happened to Sukeshwar Verma, a school teacher from Uttarakhand who braved the rare disease during the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. To save his life, surgeons at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Rishikesh, scrapped out the diseased part in June 2021. After 4 months of recovery, he went back home walking but in an incomplete state. The fungus disfigured his face, ate up his right eye, part of upper jaw and facial bones while corroding his confidence and speech. Verma was not able to eat, drink, speak, sleep and meet people. The grim life found hope at the maxillofacial prosthesis unit of King George's Medical University's prosthodontics department. Here, the doctors created a new face for him and returned the old life he loved and lived. An alert 18-year-old girl saved the life of a 3-year-old child who fell into a swimming pool while playing late night in a housing complex in Badlapur. The child Anshika Kumar was standing near the pool when she slipped and fell into it. Nidhi Umrania, who saved the child, was standing on her balcony when she saw the child fall into the pool. Nidhi immediately rushed down the stairs and jumped into the pool to rescue the little girl. She pulled her out of the water and performed mouth to mouth in order to revive the unconscious child. The incident took place on Wednesday night at around 11 p.m. at Mohan Tulsi Vihar complex in Badlapur West. Doctors at Max Super Speciality Hospital in Vaishali said they had successfully performed rare two-way swap liver transplants involving 2 patients and their 2 donors from different cities in Uzbekistan. Both pairs of recipients and donors are recuperating gradually, the hospital said. The 2 patients, Ms. Khursanoi and Ms. Makhlio, were suffering from advanced stage liver cirrhosis caused by hepatitis B and urgently needed transplants. Their sisters were their only family members, but Khursanoi's sister was an incompatible donor for her, as was Makhlio's sister for Makhlio. At Max, the team explored the possibility if the donor sisters could be swapped. The idea seemed workable. After obtaining the approval from both the families and necessary clearances from the authorization committee, the 4 surgeries were done on March 30 by 30 doctors. 6 decades after a braveheart, pioneer Sujan Singh was martyred in the 1962 India-China War, his family members in Rajasthan finally have a tangible link to him, a photograph from the Indian Army records. Thanks to efforts made by security guard Jitendra Singh Gurjar, the martyr's family can now hope to get his statue erected in their village in Rajasthan, where he is revered and spoken of even today. Gurjar, a security guard at Sardar Vallabhbhai National Institute of Technology in Surat, has a treasure trove of information pertaining to the wars fought by India and selfless soldiers who laid down their lives for the nation. Son of a Jawan himself, Gurjar feels deeply for the Indian Army and often writes letters to families of martyrs to express his gratitude. Many a time he also hands over their photographs and other records to the families. This, he says, is his contribution towards keeping them alive in public memory. That's all for this week. We will be back next week with a new edition of Positive Times. Thank you.